Okay, so this is the third model for Sloyd 2. It's a triangular catch-all, and I made this one a few weeks ago, so it's already gotten beat up a bit at the house. I'm not sure what you put in it. Maybe some paper clips, or, oh, I have no idea. Sure, I'll come up with something. It's not nearly as challenging, at least to me, as the stamp book. The challenge is, instead of lots of intricate measurements and cuts, you are doing angles, so it means you need to be very good about marking on the edge of your paper, okay? That way, since we're not using compasses, we're not using drafting triangles, that's the only way you're gonna have your angles correct, okay? So first step is to construct an 8" by 8" square. Okay. I'm actually looking around for my other ruler because I like this one. Okay, so my 0 mark there. Inch. Okay, now to get my pencil, my line straight on, which has always been the hardest thing, I'm going to put my pencil on my mark, pull the ruler over, put my finger right at the mark on the ruler and the paper, and then I can use that as the pivot point. Then, with my hand at the same angle, put my pencil on the mark, pivot the ruler over, move my hand up, and pull down, okay? Okay, turn the paper. 8 inches at the top, 8 inches at the bottom. Getting visits here. I have other stuff to do. All right, so make sure everything's. This moment of stellar parenting brought to you by iPhone. And I want to make sure I have my mark on the paper. Dead on. Okay, start my cut. Okay, cut with or without your ruler. I do encourage you to practice without the ruler. No, not one mark here. Hold on to. Well, it looks like I'm at a diagonal. It's my elbow that is pulling. Okay. So, place a dot at the top and bottom at 4 inches and draw a line. Again, because we're going to be doing a lot of angle work, we want this at the very top. Okay. Pencil on the dot. Slide up your ruler. Anchor there. Pivot. All right. Place the end of the ruler on the lower left corner and allowing the 8-inch mark line. Okay, so I'm going to take my 0 mark of my ruler, okay, and I'm going to put that at the very corner of this, okay. Actually, just realized I'm on the centimeter side. Okay, so 0 mark on the very corner. Okay, and I'm going to keep pivoting. Should probably anchor that right here. Keep pivoting this until the 8-inch hits the line. Okay, I'm going to draw a dot. Okay, it's right here. I'm going to make it a little bigger so you can see it. Okay, now place a dot and draw a slanting line to the dot. Now again, I prefer to do my lines pulling them down, so I'm going to put my pencil at the very corner, anchor, pencil on the dot, and pivot. If I'm not dead on, then I do it again, but I looks like I did it. Okay, now we're going to do the same procedure from the bottom right. Okay. Actually, I'm not. I am off a little bit, just a hair. Let me sharpen my pencil, but could do it this way. Put your pencil on the dot, that's a little bigger. Anchor, anchor. All right, there we go. Now we're going to do the exact same thing coming from the right. I'm going to put 0 point of my ruler away right at the corner. Okay. You actually really didn't even need to measure, but it's nice to know that you're right on still. Put the pencil on the dot. Now you're going to draw your line down to the right-hand corner. Okay, so cut the outline. So we're going to cut the lines we just drew. Oh, wait. No, we're not doing that yet. Line 8-inch mark. Draw a line from the dot to the right. Place dots on these lines at 4 inches. Okay. One thing I did notice is you're combining so many steps now for level 2 that you have to really be careful. And I get caught all the time. So I'm just marking at my 4 inches. Even though I know it's an 8-inch line, I'm going to keep my reference points the same. So I'm going to use the corners. 4 inches. Okay. So there's my 4-inch dots. Draw lines from the dots to the opposite corners. So I'm going to draw a line from this dot to this corner. Okay. I like moving things around, so I'm always pulling in the same direction. So put my pencil on the dot. Ooh, that was a bad line. Don't be afraid to fix things. All right, there we go. Now, cut the outlines fold each of the corners in succession to the center point on the opposite side, crease to fold. So I'm going to cut this line and this line. Okay. So, fold each of the corners in succession to the center point on the opposite side. Okay, so I'm going to take this corner and fold. It's right on the edge of the line. Okay. Pull away before you crease. Okay. This corner. Pull it. And there is something a little off on this one. So I'll figure out what I did wrong in a little bit. And just know by the time I do this a third time, I will be better. Okay. Open and fold the corners to the center of the crease line. So here's our crease line, corner. It's actually very much like that picture frame we did in year one. For a crease. Okay, so now I'm going to fold them back. Okay, then again, just like actually in our picture frame that we did year one, we're going to punch holes on each of the flaps and tie knots. Now, because we care about presentation and workmanship, we'll go ahead and erase our lines without destroying things. All right, so our punched holes are just gonna be just below those creases, okay? Poke it through. Just close enough so that you don't punch through the edge. Like I just did. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to take some string. You have scissors, feel free. Okay. We'll take two that I did not poke a hole in or destroy. Run it through the hole. fold. Cinch them together. Okay, and then we'll take this one. There, okay. All right, so the one that was troublesome. So what I'm going to do is glue that one in. And there you have it, a triangular catch-all. You could trim these or turn them into a bow. And then, I don't know, call it a Triforce catch-all.